Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name's Joe. Drink of the day is a Monster the Doctor. And today I've been playing some Starter Deck 14 Luffy. So this deck gains a couple new cards from the new set. You got this big Garp, he's 8/8 Navy. On play, bottom 3 Navy cards. Give your leader Arrested Don. Then if there's a 9-cost character, which there is because this Garp is buffed up by your leader effect, you get a pop of 7. So this is an 8 Don play that pops a 7 and gives you Arrested Don, which is very efficient. It's basically pseudo-locked to this leader, and purple-black, but you're not playing Navy purple-black, because you have to bottom deck Navy cards, which means you couldn't play it in a non-Navy themed deck, and also you need a 9-cost in play, so you basically need a leader that gives something +1 cost. But the card is pretty strong, The other new card is the Searcher event. You know what this one does. It's a top 3 for Navy, trash the rest, helps for your trash for Garp, which is nice, makes him very, very reliable, and works in tandem with brand new, to just increase the consistency of seeing Kuzan on 4. So I'm not going to do a full deck breakdown for this one. This is very similar to most other black decks. You want to see your Kuzan on 4, your Sanji on 6, then from 8 you can do Sengoku, Jack, or Garp. You got the pick of the bunch. You want to get one of these down on 8 though, so that your leader effect fires. There are 2 interesting choices I'm making. I'm playing Kobe over Brook. Firstly, because Kobe is searchable, and if you have too many non-searchables, these events can whiff. So I do think that Kobe is slightly better in that regard. But also, 3 just hits some breakers, man. Like, Kuzan plus Kobe. That removes like a Beer Luffy that's being buffed. A Spud that's been buffed by the boat. It really does hit some breakers. And of course, you can summon it off of Sengoku. Can't summon Brook off of that. So, you know, he's fine. The other choice that I'm making is I'm not playing this Kuzan. So we don't have as much longevity as Lucci. Because we don't have really access to the Mancheri engine. Because we're not milling enough cards. So I personally don't think you can go long enough to infinite loop against blue-purple Luffy, because you just don't have the mill. So you're never going to loop the deck, and from there you're just going to run out of stuff eventually. So that's why I'm opting not to go with the 10-cost Kuzan, and instead just go for more tempo removal, fully invest in this Garp, and hope that you can sort of aggro them down a little bit. And honestly you can, and because you also become a 6k leader, you do get more aggression into them than Lucci would. Because if you put 1 Don on Lucci, he's swinging for 6. You put 1 Don here, he's swinging for 7. And then you demand it in 2k, and they don't play that many of those. So, I've had mixed results. The blue-purple Luffy matchup definitely still tough. But I think it is winnable with a build like this. And if you invest heavily into this Kuzan, you're making every other matchup worse for the sake of that matchup. And it's still not a great matchup, because you still want a Don on your leader, right? I don't know, it doesn't really work as well as it does in Lucci. At least from my experience. Other tough matchups, Blackbeard is tough. We're probably slightly better than Lucci into them, maybe, because you're a bit bigger. It's sort of not the biggest deal in the world, but it's fine. If you want to improve your Blackbeard matchup, you can play 9-cost Kaido. Card kind of sucks. I do really prefer the Garp. It's so much more efficient, and he's searchable. Buggy can also be tough. If you're playing against Buggy, I had one game that I didn't include because I made a horrific misplay really early on. And I just cut the recording, so I got a bit tilted. Actually ended up winning the end, only because my opponent, like, hard through. I was doing 5-6, and they had 1k counter, and they just didn't counter the 5. So it's, like, a bit sus. I don't think they saw me swinging 6 with a Rebecca. But, yeah, you should lose that matchup more often than not, because you can't remove their stuff with the Croc Hawk. So the strategy that I've found to be the most reliable is just to try and hard starve. But again, it's a tough matchup. This deck does have tough matchups, but you also have some pretty good matchups. Decks like Bonnie, pretty good. Green-purple is quite reasonable. Most of the other Luffys that aren't purple-blue, I found not to be that difficult. Obviously still losable, not super favoured, but pretty reasonable to win. Green-yellow Law is another one that you should be pretty good into. They don't love removal. We are removal. The only card they've really got to counter us is that 2-cost beige. And into all the aggro decks, your Kobe does help out a little bit, right? Especially into Zoro, because they play so many 3s. Kobe can just remove one immediately, which is quite nice. This deck's definitely not going to be meta. Definitely more in the fun rogue tier. But he's a good laugh, and he does feel at least somewhat different from the other black leaders now. This Garb, I love this Garb. I just wanted to give him a go. Either way, here's some games. Got a game into blue-purple Luffy. He's chosen first. Really looking for Kuzan. Kuzan! There he is, what a guy. Do I want to play out Ripper? Not really. We'll find a way for him later. I don't want to play him super early. Now, if this is 3 Don for Zoroark, we'll go with a Kobe. If it's Gear 2 or just a 9, yeah. We'll take that there. We'll just keep it simple. We're going to go Kuzan. You need to develop Kuzan as soon as possible. If he has the God Thread, he has the God Thread. Ah, he does have the God Thread. We're not in a good spot this game. Them getting the God Thread really is the thing that sort of seals the deal. Let's go with this. Ah, no, yeah, no Kuzans. I was really hoping to get another one there. It's going to be on 8 next turn. We can go with Garb if we develop this to Shigi. So that's probably fine. We can even go Rebecca to Shigi. So let's just take the Garp here. Then we'll go 6. That lead. Gives us a 2k. We'll go Rebecca. Grab back Kuzan. Play out to Shigi. End the turn. Yeah, and we do have enough targets for our Garp. So if he plays out like a Katakuri, we can remove it nice and easy. We're going to block that there. Yeah, Katakuri. We're going to minus this down. Then we'll go with our Garp. Deploy this. Use the card action. Send back 2 events and 1 of the brand news. Don here. Get rid of this. Swing in for 7. Get a 2k out of him. Or a life. Does take. Now he's on his leader turn, but we've got our Garp on the board and we managed to keep the board clear so far. So whilst I'd love to have a Kuzan in play, it's not too bad. Now let's just hope for no Sanji, right? Oh dear, he has the Sanji. Damn. Damn, he's going to get 2 guys down, which is pretty scary, actually. He does have to sort of respect this Tashigi, though. If we save this, does it change much? Could go Hina Jack if we do that, but then we don't get to swing with lead, which sucks. If we save this, we don't have to play the Suru, so we're just kind of saving 1 Don. If we don't play this, we do it with the next Garp. We can also Ripper. We probably just let this go, though, right? We have to use the Suru anyway. Do you know what? I'm going to save it. It's going to save us a Dom, which let's just do the Ripper and, like, swing a little bit bigger. We'll ditch one of the Kobes. Yeah, I actually really like this. If this is Rush Luffy, though, we do get kind of punished for that. But let's just hope it isn't, right? Oh, okay, that's not very good. Sanji Nami, okay. That was not it's not what I was expecting when I saw him grab the Sanji. He does stack on top, though. So, that's pretty strong. I do want to keep removing his board as much as possible. Whilst I'd love to develop the Kuzan here. Yeah, I think we have to do it like this. We still have Navy targets in there. Yeah, we have 4. Which is not as many as I'd like, but it'll do. It'll do. So we're going to do 8 for this, 1 for this. We'll swing 8-8. So let's hit him with the 8 from the Garp. And then we'll hit him with the 8 from the leader after we play out this next Garp. With this, use the card action. Send back everything but the Kobe. Put a Don here, get rid of that. And, yep, then we'll go 1 more Don. Swing the 8, see if we can get a gear or a giant out of him. I doubt he would take this or block. Sure, 2k, 1k, that works for me too. And then we'll go with the Ripper, pass it over. So we've got our blocker. We can protect the Chigi once more. He gets another Sanji. Surely this time it's going to be something good. Sanji Linlin, something like that. Sanji Luffy, Sanji Kata. The possibilities are endless. And does stack on the top. He put something there with the Nami, right? So it's got to be a good play. 2 Sanjis in a row, though, is just so tough. It's so tough. I'm going to block with the Ripper. I don't think he would tap this. Yeah, Sanji Linlin. It forces him to heal us, which I'm not that upset about. Well, it doesn't force him to heal us, but we sort of knew he would, right? So Rebecca, Hina, Sanji this turn is strong. I don't think I have another play I want to do. So, yeah, we'll just do 7, 8, 8, Rebecca, Hina, Sanji. And he can't giant this turn, which is nice. So he might take 1 and then gear 1. Or give us 2k, 1k. Block. Take that any day of the week. Rebecca. Grab back a Kobe. Out the Hina. Minus down the Big Mum. Sanji. Pop the Big Mum. Pass it over. Now he's managed to stick this character this turn. But surely there's no 3rd Sanji in a row, right? That would be just very tough. Does stack on top again, though. Please don't have the 3rd Sanji, man. Please. Give me a break. 6 into 5. Ooh, we don't have a 2k. We could just let this go, though, I think. Yeah, we have to save this. Yeah, we'll use the blocker now. The third Sanji in a row. Oh, my days. This is not looking good, Chief. We have to go for game this turn, I think. Yeah, there is no way we survive for a ton more time. Not with 3 Sanjis in a row. That's tough. That's tough. So we go 10, 10. One Don leader taking to 7. That's 8, 9, 10. We can go 8, 10, 10, 10. That's really not that bad, you know? That's not that bad. Let's go 8. Let's go 8, because this Don has to be for Giant as well. Like, I don't think it can be Gear. I think he just dies. Takes that. Is he bluffing? What are the best swings in this case? It's like, it's got to be like 6, 8 big, right? Oh, he just left. Damn again. Yeah, GG's. Wow, we beat the Blue Purple Luffy with 3 Sanjis in a row. I'm kind of surprised about that one, I can't lie. Yeah, I guess he knew what he was doing to draw off the Giant. Was it It's to Die For in a Giant? Yeah, and he had, what, 1k, 2k, 3k in hand. Wowee. Used his 2ks a little early, I guess. Didn't get that many of them, though. Hey. That's actually not too bad. You know, this matchup's not been as bad as I thought it would be. It's not been good, but, you know, the removals... If you can get the pieces, it's not too bad. This Garp's pretty cool. Gonna go into Green Purple Luffy. I'm going to take second. We've got brand new. No Kuzan. I'm going to just hard Molly for Kuzan. There he is. What a guy. You just have to believe, right? You just have to believe that you'll see it. Tashigi's a fine backup. But, it's nice. Zoroju. Oh, we've got the God curve here. We've got the really, really good curve here. And second Kuzan's not bad. We probably don't need it, though. Ripper could be cute. Good storage hero. Let's take a Ripper. I'm feeling Ripper. Yeah, I'm feeling Ripper. He's got 3 Don. Gonna go with the boat. Very nice. That's why we need the Kuzan, right? It's because of the boat. Yeah, we'll take this. Nice that he's got no characters down, at least. We'll hit him with the 5. I'm sure he will take. There's no doubt in my mind. Yep. Then we'll play out this. Draw a card. Garp's cool. Garp's cool. Removes anything, even if it's been buffed once by the boat. 6 into 5. 4 for Zorojuro. We don't even need to use the Kuzan, which is quite cool. I'll take once more. They don't play Pudding, thankfully. So, yeah, there's the Zorojuro. We're just going to keep it simple. Put 1 Don on, unless he uses leader effect. Yeah, he doesn't. I didn't think he would, but you never know. We'll go 6 lead. Then just play out the Sanji, get rid of this. What did he grab? He got the Giant. Good card. Who knew? He could think about countering this one, but usually they just go to 2. Which is fine. We don't play Pudding either. It's really weird how the dynamic changes when one deck plays Pudding and you're like constantly on a knife edge. He does counter. I think either is fine, either countering or not countering. Gonna go with the Sanji. We don't really have any other KO options. We do have the Garp if we can get one more Navy card in the trash. The Garp can pop whatever the fuck he plays this turn. Especially with the Kuzan in play. We've also got like Hina Kobe or just Kuzan Kobe if we need that. In fact, I probably will try and get the Kobe in the trash. If we can get an efficient way to do it. Because then Sengoku Kobe is also an option, right? Does have the Spud. Good stuff for our opponent here. I'm sure he's going to buff that up to 7 cost. Indeed he does. Seems good to me. Seems good to me. 6. I want the Kobe in the trash. Do we ever give double 1s? Is this 5? Is this 5 for another one? This could be 5 for another one, couldn't it? We can't remove 2. We can't remove 2. Could just go with the Garp this turn and then go with Sengoku Kobe next turn. I think that's probably better. We can just go with the Garp. We can leave the Kuzan untapped. Yeah, we'll give the T-Bone here. We'll give the T-Bone here. Weird one though, right? Is this another Sanji Pudding or is this Zorojuro? I'd kill for it to be Zorojuro. It isn't Sanji. Seems good. That's an interesting pickup. If we go with that, we can remove one of these. We have to limp swing with this, which kind of sucks. but we keep the Jack on the board, which is nice. And then we can start removing 2 things a turn, potentially. I don't hate that. Just getting the Garp down is good too, though. Because we don't have to tap this. I think I'm going to go with the Garp. Yeah, we'll go 6 lead. Yeah, I'm sold, I think. Cycling the bricks would be cool, but it's whatever. Nope, don't make the mistake. Deploy this, use the card action, send back 3. Put a Don here. Get rid of the bigger one for a laugh. And then we'll swing him for 7. And he'll probably take now down to 2. Yeah, double Sanji Pudding on 7 strong. That's a strong turn, no doubt. We do get him down to 2. Looks like he's got a Lunar trigger. No, it's an event trigger. Okay, gets the Going Merry. That's fine. So it's he on 8. We're also on 8. So he can boat. He can double boat here, which is pretty good. But we do still have the Kuzan unless he can remove it somehow. Which, I mean, they play ways to remove it, right? But, with any luck, he won't have one. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, buffs up to 7. That's a good stuff. That's good. That's a good play. It's got 8 Don. It goes with the other Going Merry. Seems good. Buff it up to 9 is really makes it tougher for us to deal with. As the third one, okay. Buffs them both to 7 though. I don't know how I feel about that. But either way, he's getting so much value. Imagine if he has the 4th one. Okay, sorry, Jerry. Yeah, that's scary. That is quite scary. 6 to 6. And then what, 7 to 6? Let's put the Kobe in the bin. We want him in there anyway. To potentially summon with Sengoku. So putting him in there seems promising. I think Jack might be the line this turn. I can go like Jack Ripper. Yo, Jack the Ripper? That's off the dough. Yeah, I think I want to give the 2k here. I think I want to keep my board. Yeah, we get another 2k off the top. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I think Jack the Ripper is going to be the line here. So we got 6 with Kuzan. 6, 6, 7, 8. It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's go 6 here. Bring this down to 3. Now Jack can clear it. We can go 6 here. He clearly has 1k, so let's ask for another one. See if he's got a 2k he wants to give us. Does. If we can force an event, we're in a good spot. How much do I value getting him down to 1? It's quite good here, actually, if we can get him down to 1. So let's go 8 on 6. Because we can, like, make a somewhat meaningful push at life if we get him down to 1. Let's go with Jack. Draw on Trash on. We'll ditch the extra Jack. Get rid of this. And then we'll go with the Ripper. End the turn. Look at that. Jack the Ripper. Quite funny. I think it is anyway. And right, Luna's good with it. Only freezes these 2. It doesn't freeze our Garp, doesn't freeze our Jack. But he is somehow on 10 Don. That's just what happens when you draw 1 million Sanji Puddings. He does Luna, yeah, but it only freezes these. It doesn't freeze Jack, which is always lovely. This guy has like +5 cost. He's a 12 cost. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. Does have the Rush Luffy. We knew about that. But if he wants to restand it, that would be a bit crazy. You know? That'd be a bit crazy. We don't have a clean way of getting rid of this stuff, really. We do have the Jack. We don't have Hina in here. If we can get Hina in here. Yeah, we can't. We can do Sengoku summon Suru. And then this hits a 5. But like, we want to remove this, right? We want to remove this. So it's a little tougher. Yeah, because this is frozen, which is, yeah. But we'll see what he goes for here. But we can also push for lethal. We've got 3 swings. We've got 3 swings. He's got currently no blockers. Buffs up this to 8. Minus, yeah, bring back. He's got 4. How big are his swings going to be? 6 here. Yeah, well, Ripper's not bad. Ripper's not bad. So what's it going to be? 8 with Spud. Probably 8, 6, 8, maybe? 6, 8, 8? I actually like the Ripper. You know, I also like the Sengoku. Even just to summon back like a brand new is not bad. I like my 1Ks, but I also these are 2Ks, right? I'm gonna trash this and see what he does next. I expect it'll be 6 from Zoroduro. Yeah. I think we have to counter this as well. And this is going to be 8-8, probably, into one of these. I don't think he would either restand or swing like all out. That would be crazy. Let's take one. Might be a little crazy that. Okay, we'll definitely counter this one. And then we'll block this last swing with the Ripper. Okay, so he's going to play a blocker of some description. Yeah, we'll just block. Yeah, he's going to... Okay, he's just leaving 4 Don. for a very giant gaming, for real. I don't think we're going to get through 4 Don. Not with 3 swings. I don't like our odds. So what's the best way we can remove? If we bring back Suru, we can jack to get rid of this. Kinda sucks. We can play like... play over these, but we can develop a bunch of blockers. I want to remove this, obviously, though. This is the problem card. Yeah, and because it's got the boat on it, it's tough. We need to reduce by 5, and we just don't have it. Let's go 8 to 6. Because, I mean, we can just swing 18, and it's going to be tough for him to counter that somewhat, at least. Yeah, we do force a giant, at least. Yeah, ditches Taro. Maybe our best play is just value. Play Sengoku, play Ripper, play like brand new off Sengoku. Get some draws. It might be the best play. Go to 6. No one counter though. Removing the Sanji pudding would be reasonable with the jack. We probably have to let him have this. Okay, at least we force him to burn another giant and 2 more Dons to save this. Yeah, now we'll go... Yeah, Sengoku, Suru, play out Ripper. We've got very, very low counter. We're going to have 2 blockers. And he's only going to have 7 Dons. Got 2 swings here. We've got, 4 swings? We've got 2 lives as well. We also get a cycle. I think this is the best move. Yeah. Place my Kuzan with a Suru. Yeah, we'll definitely trash the Kuzan. Get rid of this. And then we'll go with Rippity Ripper over the Suru. Pass it over. 2 blockers, 2 lives, 3k counter. A little bit better than I was expecting. We did get the 2k off the jack. He's got the Going Merry off the event. That's probably not what he was looking for. And we burned through 2 giants there, right? We didn't really get any cards out of it. Which is not... Oh, he just leaves. Like, I had all 4. That's crazy. Yeah, he was... I wonder how that game would have gone, you know? I wonder how that game would have gone. Would he have... He definitely doesn't win this turn, right? With 2 blockers, 2 lives, and 3k. If he goes for it, we just win on the clapback. If he leaves 2 more up... I mean, he has no Luna. Yeah, he has no Luna. So yeah, we just win on this next turn, right? We have Sanji, Garp, Jack, Sengoku, and Leader. Yeah, okay, I've worked. We worked out. We got there in the end. That was a good game, actually, though. The double Sanji pudding turn was really strong. Either way, well played. Let's move on. Got to get into Law. I'll be taking second. No. It's still not great, but it is better. Hopefully we can find Kuzan. But we do have Tashigi as a backup. We need to see a removal card as well. For our 6 Don turn, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. It's not a bad setup. Our opponent also mulligans. See if he's got any searches. He does. Starts off with the Bonnie. That's one we can remove, though. Let's go with this. Let's take Suru, I suppose. Let's go with another one. Kuzan. Kuzan. You love to see him. Pass it over. Next turn, we'll swing into this Bonnie. The Kuzan. It gets him a little bit of defense, but it is what it is. We've got to deal with the Bonnie. You can't let him keep it. Card's too crazy. Kid Killer. Yeah, he's got good stuff here. He's got 2 searches and gets to swing 5, which is strong. Grabs the Restand Law. That's something we have to be watching out for later on. Yeah, we'll see what he gets off this. 3 cost Bonnie. Could be reasonable next turn. We'll take this 5. Yeah, and then it's a very simple turn. We'll take out the Bonnie, then we'll play the Kuzan. Next turn, he can do the Bonnie, or if he has Cavendish Beige, obviously that's better. Like this. Sanji's perfect. You can't get much better than the Sanji. He's such a good card, man. Seeing this on curve, it's like Smoker seeing his Tashigi. It's worse than Tashigi, but it's still very good. It's still very good. Does have the Cavendish. Does he have the Beige? He does have the Beige. What's he gonna summon out? This is a really strong turn for our opponent. Blocker Law. Okay, he's gonna get crazy value. He's gonna pick up this with the leader effect. Pick up the Kid Killer. Maybe just play out like a Beige blocker. That'd be crazy. Let's take this. No trigger. Yeah, if he gets the Beige blocker, we're in trouble here. We're in deep, deep trouble. Yeah, he can pick up the Kid. At the very least, he can play the Kid Killer again. Thank God for that. No Beige blocker. What a treat. So good, man. When they get that Beige blocker, it's scary. It's scary times. So we don't need to swing with Kuzan, so we won't swing with Kuzan. We'll swing 6 at lead. And then we'll just Sanji, get rid of the Cavendish. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Sengoku off the top's reasonable. Don't have anything great in there to summon, just a lot of angry Kobes. But if we can get like a Kobe in the trash, or even just ditch one of these Hinas at some point, that'll be pretty nice. Next turn, Jack's looking hot. I'm liking Jack next turn. He's going to give us the Beige there. Seems good. Deploy this, get rid of Cav, pass it over. He's the most important one to get rid of by far. Now, I'm sure he's going to be looking for 7-cost Law this turn. 7-cost Law, you can pick up the Kid Killer, play out something else. Okay, no Law though, no Law. Gets the new Beige. This guy's really scary. You got to watch out for him. Got to watch out for him. Card's cracked. Card is cracked. I imagine this Law will attack as well. So we're probably taking at least 1 more damage. Excuse me. Probably taking at least 1 more damage here. Yeah, I'm not going to take 2. So we'll give him a 2k on that one. Okay, 5 for another blocker Law. He's going to... No Don on leader, though. No Don on leader. Wait, what? He picked up the blocker Law. That's odd. That is odd. I didn't expect that. I expected, like, the Kid Killer bounce. We'll take a 5. I don't mind. I do want to save my Jack that we're going to play out here. Yeah, that was a little odd, you know. Well, let's go 6 lead, right? Let's go 6 lead, see what he does with that. I mean, you never know. If he wants to block with the Beige, man, that'd be a treat. That would be a treat. I don't think so, though. This Kuzan's just been chilling, right? He's been chilling. He's applying fake pressure, though, right? Opponent's got to be, like, careful. If you go too all in on one guy, Kuzan's just like, you're gone. You're gone. 6 on 5. Got to be a 2k coming out. Got to be a 2k. Unless he doesn't have one. He did give us the Beige that he played out earlier. Going to take down to 2. Okay. Well, let's go with Jack. Put a Don on leader. We'll swing 7, because if he, for some reason, blocks, we can remove this as well. So yeah, we'll just force him to make the choice. It's going to take again. Wow. Didn't expect that one. We'll draw this. We'll ditch one of these Hinas. We don't need a million of them. Get rid of this. Pass it over. What? Just noticed this all as a terrible name. Capon the beggar. Capon. What a time to be alive. Alright, he's on 9. He's on 9, but... we do have to be somewhat careful with him. You never know. The Law can get crazy with, like, Hodies and that, right? The Law can get crazy with the Hodies. And we don't have a ton of 2Ks. We've got a couple. We've got a couple. We've got a lot of Rippers that we can drop next turn. Another Cavendish. Okay. It's a good start. But we're a 6k leader now, which is also nice for our defense. Bonnie's going to freeze Jack. That's a good play. And then we're going to see 6 to Sanji or 6 to leader, maybe. Can also just pick up on these Kitten Killers. They're not doing anything on the board. It doesn't matter. We're giving a 1k regardless. I think I'm just going to ditch this Kobe. Yeah, because we can Sengoku Kobe this turn. That's strong. Yeah, I like that. Let's go 6 with Sanji, force a counter. So Rondon's going here. We want 7 for Sengoku. We'd have to be careful here. We could get Hodied. If we drop double Rippers, and that's 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think he would block with this. It'd be a little crazy if he did. He could do, I suppose. How much do I value getting double Rippers and Sengoku? No, we'd have to play over something as well. I think we will go 6 with Sengoku. And we've got 7... sorry, 6 with Kuzan. We've got 7, 8, and then 9, 10. Yeah. This is fine. We'll go 6 here, sorry. Minus down Cavendish, because he's the biggest threat, of course. He's going to block and give us 1k. Okay. Half tempted to attack again, because he clearly doesn't have a 2k. He's got to go for game this turn, I think. So yeah, attacking here, if he doesn't have the counter, we get rid of this. Which is brilliant. Yeah, and then it's just Sengoku Kobe, clear this. Play out Ripper. We've got 2 blockers. He's got a Hody to rest them both. Get rid of it, man. That's so good. That is so good. Summon Kobe. Use the card action. Ditch. Another Hina. Go to this. Probably going to ditch the Kuzan as well. It's whatever. We'll go with Ripper over Kobe. Pass it over. 2 blockers. He can Hody, but we've got 5k counter, so we should be okay. 5k counter, 2 lives. He'll only have 3 swings. If he can put Restand Law in here, he can have 4 swings. But it's not happening. Not with 5k counter. Because we've only got to block, what? Like, 2 swings. It's fine. Yeah, and there's the game. He did concede. He did have the Hody. Didn't have a way to put the Restand Law in life. This is just a Zeus. That does nothing. And yeah, we do indeed win from there. Yeah, for sure. Hey, well played to our opponent. He got a really good start, actually, in that game. I think that's a good one to include. Even got the beige early. But yeah, black into Green Law, generally pretty good. And we just got there. Got a game into purple-black Luffy. He's chosen first, because, of course, did not mulligan, so clearly has the ramp. Let's mulligan. Okay, no Kuzan. Bit spooky. Sure, we're going to see a ramp here. Okay, at least it's a bad ramp, right? This can't threaten us, which is pretty cute. Just going to swing 5. Yeah, we'll take. No Kuzan off the top either. No Kuzan there. We'll play the Chishigi. So we'll just swing for 6, and then just play Chishigi. It's fine. It might come up. Now, if he drops Beer Luffy next turn, it will come up. Because you can rest this, put 1 on leader, and then Sanji away his Beer. Same with EBO2 Luffy. So let's just remove that 6 cost, which is important. Rebecca is always a consideration, but because we had nothing in the trash, I don't think it's worth it. And yeah, he does do the Beer Luffy. That's fine. You can swing 6. I'll take once more. I always like to take the first couple against them. But we're going to rest this, give this -2, put Don here, play out this, get rid of that, and then swing 6. Just getting rid of that initial Beer Luffy is so nice. So nice. And the fact that this was a bad ramp really helps us too. And he should probably respect this Chishigi as well. Yeah, 6 to 4, you can have that. That's fine. Well, it's not really fine. I'd like to keep it, but I don't want to keep it that much. This is 7, maybe Sanji. Gum Gum Lightning, okay. And what, 6 for Beer? No, if we can Maria, 6 for Beer. The Maria doesn't help. That's interesting. Sure. Didn't expect that one. Can't lie, did not expect that one. But hey, it is what it is. I'll deploy this. Summon this guy for a laugh. And then we'll go 7 lead. I don't respect the Maria. Passing it over. He can Nika this turn. Nika's reasonable. In all honesty, if he's playing Nika. I mean, he's got no board, so it's not like he's losing anything. Yeah, this can't rest shit. Can remove our Tashigi for sure, but nothing really else going on. 7 into 4, and then what, 8 with this? I'm not saving that. I imagine he keeps at least 1 up. He doesn't need to, though. 9 into 6 is reasonable. You know, he's going to grab a Beer Luffy off the event. So this might just be 7. Okay, he does swing all out, though. We'll block 2k. We'll give... It's only Suru, actually. It's the only one we have. Fair enough. Fair enough. Garb would be incredible here, if we can get it. Do we have a backup if not? We can do Hina. Bring this down to 4. Don't have a great backup. We can, like, Hina, Rebecca. No, we don't have a backup if this fails, though. But we don't really have a way to remove this regardless, right? Hina, Rebecca, Kobe is just miserable. So I think we're going to gamble on finding something off this. The Garp is perfect. Oh, no, it's not. We don't have the 1 reduction from the leader effect. Okay. What can we do here? If we take the Suru, we can bring it down to 6. Suru, Hina, Rebecca feels miserable. That doesn't feel good either. I don't like any of our plays here, actually. This doesn't feel good. Maybe I should have protected that Shigi more. Yeah, the Garp's just not quite there because we don't have a Suru. And I just tossed that, didn't I? Man. That's tough. That's tough. I'll take the Suru, I guess. Maybe we don't go with the removal, just go with another Sengoku. No, I think we need to. We'll do the expensive play. Yeah, we'll do the expensive play. Bring this down to 6. Bring it down to 2. Rebecca. Grab back Tashigi. Play out Kobe. Use the action. Ditch the Jack. Get rid of this. And then swing in for 7. And then we'll swing in for 7 again. We've got enough counter and 1 blocker so we don't die to EBO2 Luffy, so we can afford to swing the Sengoku. 5k is definitely enough. And 2 lives. So you need all 3 swings to go through. Beer Luffy, slowing it down, slowing the game down. Respectable. Totally respectable. Where's this going? It's nice that we're a 6k lead as well, right? It makes it just that little bit harder for him to deal with us. We'd also have the Rebecca online. She's pretty good. Yeah, we're going to see 11 into 6. We're going to see 11 into Rebecca in that case. Again, we don't really have a good way of dealing with this. We can Rebecca Sanji. Rebecca grab Sanji, play out Hina. Yeah, that's the best line for sure. So that's going to cost 9 Don. So we can swing 7 again. Seems good. Seems good. And again, we've got enough counter. We can just swing with this. We didn't lose any last turn. We'll go 2 7s. See if we can get a couple cards out of him. We got 1 there. See if we can get another All-Force Giant. I'll take either. Does give us another 2k. Rebecca. Grab back Sanji. Play out Hina. Over the top of Suru. Bring this down. Sanji over the top of Kobe. Get rid of this. Pass it over. And we've got our blocker again. We've got another slightly bigger guy. Doing well. This is going fine. We got 2 more cards out of his hand. Burn through another beer. I'm liking our position again. I'm liking it. We've still got 5k counter as well. And a blocker. And we can always start leaving this up, right? he doesn't have another beer this turn, he's in trouble, because then we've got, like, 5 really good attackers. Zoro is not amazing. Just ramps, just does 1. Okay. That's quite telling, I think. This could still be beer. I think beer and then hold, like, a couple for giants is his only route. Okay, Usahachi's this. 9 to 7. No. What if I said no, sir, and then keeps the 1 open? That doesn't seem very good. Let's go 5. Yeah, sure. Let's go 5. Yeah, that's the game. Well played. Well played to our opponent. We ran him out of stuff. Sengoku put in a lot of work. And, I mean, we're just a black deck. We played removal. Well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Gonna go into blue-purple Luffy. I'm gonna take second. We got him. We've got him. Yeah, this is reasonable. This is reasonable. I'd like to see something to put some cards in trash. An event or a brand new off the top would be perfect. But you never know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can at least counter some hits before the Garp looks to come down. Garp, really good. I really do like this card. It's very cool design. We get a Jack off the top. That's not great. I do really like how the Garp just kind of works with the deck so well. It feels really, really good. Really does. He did Mulligan. The whiffs on the ramp. You'd love to see it. And we get a Suru. I will just drop the Kuzan. If he has the God Thread, he has the God Thread. Right, there's nothing we can do about that. Hopefully he doesn't have the God Thread. That would be lovely. But what can you do? Hopefully this is like a Mr. 2. It is a Mr. 2. Incredible. We can remove that really well with the Sanji. Yeah, we'll take this one. Absolutely. Sengoku's interesting. There's another Kuzan as well. Ooh, he's getting the second Kuzan better than dropping the Sanji to remove this. He's got 8 Don next turn. Could do Raging Tiger. I think likely to do maybe Kata, which we can 2k out of. We don't have anything else in trash, which is a little bit of a shame, so our Garp's not going to be live. We can do Kuzan plus another Sanji next turn, though. Well, the swing with the Kuzan, you know what I mean. So that's probably the line. Develop a second Kuzan. I'm gonna go with the Sanji. I think I'm gonna go with the Sanji. We'll get 1,000 counter out of him or a life. He could reasonably take to 2, but he's gonna counter anyway. That's so totally fair. We'll get rid of this and pass it over. At least he doesn't have this. But like this turn, it's either Raging Tiger or it's Katakuri, right? 8-cost Luffy is a real card as well, but it doesn't bounce anything, so I'm not that worried about that one. Katakuri, I think, is probably the most likely. Okay, Doflamingo God Thread. That's actually really good. That is actually really good. If that's what this is. Which it looks like it potentially would be. Although this has got to be a... Okay, Doflamingo Pudding. Yeah, that's pretty brutal too. We'll take this one. No triggers. Yeah, it's pretty brutal, actually. Good play. We've got nothing in trash there. I think we're going to go with some kind of brand new army this turn. Obviously, this Garp's not doing anything just yet. Let's go with the brand new. We could go with another Kuzan, actually. That's pretty strong. Yeah. Let's go with another Kuzan. We'll go with him. We've got 2 Don. Let's swing 6 for this guy, I guess. Got a trigger. Should have probably put a Don on my leader first, just in case. Do I want to swing 6 for this? I don't hate it, you know, because we're playing another one, and we've got a bit of defense in hand. We got like a bit of counter, not a ton, but some. We'll put the minus on this. You never know, he might block. Yeah, he does. That's fine. We're gonna go with another 6, and then we're just gonna go with Kuzan. Yeah, he counts out of that, sure. So if he removes 1, if he just swings 6, we will counter with this 2k. If it's 7, I'll probably still counter with the 2k and the 1k, because I don't want to keep one of these. Because Big Mum can obviously remove 1. And we want to remove Big Mum, right? That's the logic anyway. That pudding was pretty rude, you know. That last turn was not that bad for him. Whilst it wasn't a big guy, like playing a big guy there is not actually that good. Yeah, let's just ditch this. Giving these Kuzans around seems good. Our Garp is also now... Okay, Big Luffy is strong. That's a good card. Yeah, that's a little scary. We're not defending that. Obviously. Garps is certainly coming down this turn. He's had a pretty good turn there, actually, though. I can't lie. That was strong. Let's go 6 here, bring this down to 5. We can actually just Sanji this, you know? Do we ever go like Rebecca Sanji? There's nothing much to get back with Rebecca. It's only Kuzan. We could play brand new for a laugh. I do like getting the Don as well, though. Yeah, I think it's just Garp, right? I think it's just Garp. 7-7 or 6-8? Probably 6-8. Probably 6-8. Yeah, he goes 2k there anyway. Let's deploy this, use the card action, 7 back. These 3. Pop this here, pop this, and then we'll go in for 8. See if he's a gear. Or if he wants to take to 1. He does take to 1. Cool, pass it over. Okay. Okay, next time we can do something like Rebecca Hina Sanji, maybe. He's very likely to remove this Kuzan. We don't even have a 2k, so I can't really defend it. Which is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, that sucks. If we don't defend this, though, we're taking damage. I don't really want to take damage, so I'm going to actually give 2 1ks. Even though this feels bad, like, I really don't want to take damage there. Yeah, hopefully no more Sanjis. Yeah, that was always happening, but there's nothing we can do about it. Just don't have another Sanji, please. Just be like a big mum. Be like a big mum. Slow the game down. I'm fine with that. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. We're in a tough spot here for sure. Yeah, it is just a big mum. Okay. So he's going to remove our Sanji from the board, sadly, so we're going to have so much less aggression. It's tough. It's tough. Rip was cool for later. So this turn's simple. We're going to go Rebecca, grab back Kobe, I guess, for the 1k. Maybe we can play this. Probably not, though. We kind of have to keep up the removal at this point. Yeah, so it's probably just the Kobe. We'll play out the Hina and combine that with the Sanji to remove Linlin. So that's all of our Dons. We can go 7. And then we can go 8. We can get a 2k out of him and a life, likely. And we develop a couple of characters. But, yeah, nothing too crazy this turn. Nothing too crazy. Unless he doesn't have a 2k, then it might be crazy. Takes that one. Well, let's go 8. Surely he doesn't take this one. Gear. I'm expecting gear. If he takes, do I ever go 12? No, gear. Seems good. We'll go Rebecca. Grab back the Kobe. Play out the Hina. Hina down the Linlin. And then Sanji. Pop the Linlin. Pass it over. Still no 2Ks in hand though, right? Still no 2Ks. Not great, not great. He gets a Zoro Juro off the top. Nothing crazy there. 7 in hand, 1 life. 6 to Hina. Yep. So we have to defend this, and we still don't have any 2Ks. We'll block Rebecca. Now the Sanji combo's rough, man. That's tough. That might be the end of us. I mean, we have 3 swings. We can, in theory, get there. It's not happening, right? It's not happening. We can always just rip her up, get the blocker. We can't remove anything right now. Let's see what the brand new gets us. Hina Kobe's just one off. I mean, you can do Hina Tashigi Kobe, but it's not. We don't have enough Don anyway. We just grab Sengoku here then. Sengoku Kuzan. Seems reasonable. Yeah. Yeah, we can still apply a decent bit of pressure here. Yeah, Sengoku's the only option, sadly. We're not going to get to remove any of his stuff, which is a little tough. Let's go 7 lead. If he wants to block, then we don't swing with this. If he doesn't block, then we swing with this, right? It's whatever. He probably should block, but he's not going. He's going to give 2 1Ks. Wow, that's a little crazy. Now we'll go 8. He can giant this one reasonably. If If he blocks some 1Ks, that would be a little interesting. Yeah, he does just giant. That seems good. Seems good. Yeah, we don't swing with this because he's got the blocker. So we'll just go Sengoku. Summon Kuzan over the top of one of the brand news. For a card, we get a 2K, pass it over. Not bad. Not bad. Our Garp is somewhat vulnerable, though. Only 8K. $1 on each of these Sandies. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. We'll see, though. He might not go for it. Usahachi, nice 2K there. Hopefully no more Sanji combos. The Sanji combos are really what kills you. Because you can sort of remove one thing per turn reasonably most of the time. And I know we couldn't last turn, but, you know. Most turns you can. But yeah, the Sanji combos are what kills you. So what's this? If this is 9 here, 9 here, we probably have to let this go. Chilling. Yeah, because otherwise he's going to get some pretty good aggression. He should probably be swinging at least 10 with both of these anyway. To try and remove the Garp. Don't think he needs to play out another big dude this turn. You couldn't reasonably just like Nami. And leave a few Dons open. Try and take this out with like 10, 10, 8. Yeah. He sees it. He sees it. I don't think we have a win con from here. No, I'm not seeing one if there is one. Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. But we can't not defend this, right? We can't not defend this. It's tough because he just attacks 9. You can put 4 Dons on the pudding. If we block. That's really bad. It's really bad. I'm not seeing the win come this game. I think we're just over. Like, if we defend and he goes 4 here, we have 3 swings, but he has blocker. Yeah. Yeah, you get it. Yeah, smart play, smart play. And if I let it go from the start, right, he just deals a bunch of damage to us and then we die in 2 turns. Doffy blocker. Even another Doffy blocker. Didn't even need this. Like, a Nami would just be better. Yeah, he passes over. I mean, we can't even trash a card to KO this. It's just game, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You can get there. It's just not going to happen, is it? We got like 8, 8, 8. I mean, we can do all 8s, but it's not enough. We know he has like a 1K in hand. And a 2K. Yeah, we know he has 3K counter, so we can never win. Start with a 6, see what he does with that. Yeah, he's going to 2K out. Yeah, we can't win this one. If we go really big, he just blocks with this as well. It's a real bummer. Yeah, there's sort of no real rhyme or reason to my attacks. We just know we can't win. I'm just going to concede, in all honesty. There's nothing for us here. We're just going to slowly lose. If we got, like, I don't know, if we had more Garps, maybe. But, yeah, as a tough game. The Sandies are just so brutal. You can't deal with 2 units at the same time. Going to go into Blue-Purple Luffy, which is no doubt our toughest matchup. He did not mulligan. This hand's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We've got Kuzan into Jack, something like that. We've also got this. We can take Kobe or Ripper. I'm going to grab a Ripper here. Kobe in the trash is fine for our Sengoku, right? Then we'll just pass it over. Keep this guy for later. He could be pretty cool. He could be pretty cool. Opponent's on 3. He's probably just going to ramp up with the gear. We'll take the swing. Kuzan. Okay, it's Orojuro. Well, in that... Lucky on the Kobe top deck, I guess, right? We're definitely going to be going with that. Remove this. Deny the ramp. Seems very important to me. So we'll go 6. Apply a little bit of pressure. See if we can get a life or a K. We get a Nami out of him. We'll deploy this. Use the card action. Ditching Hina to pop this. Pass it over. Can't let him have that, right? Can't let him have that. It's too crazy. See what he's got here for 5. Looks like a Bon Clay. Yep, we'll take that one. And then there's this Bon Clay. Indeed, it is Bon Clay. Nothing for 1, as anticipated. So we're going to 8 next turn. We're also going to 8 next turn. Our Garp is just about live. So if we can stick this Kuzan, we can remove his Kata, which is quite nice. I probably will drop the Ripper this turn as well. So let's just go for 6, and then we'll go Ripper Kuzan. This is reasonable. Yeah, he gives us 2k anyway, so I don't feel bad about it. Let's do this, draw a card. We get another Kobe. Kobe's cool. I like Kobe. He's a cool guy. We can even... No, we can't quite do Sengoku Kobe with the Kuzans at minus. Let's have another Bentham. What's he got for 5? Another Nami? A Godthread, maybe? Nope, he's swinging with Bon. Okie dokie. 7 to 5. We can block one of these. I kind of want to keep my blocker. I'm definitely taking 1. But this is going to be at least 8. So I think we have to counter this one. Go no blocker. We'll give obviously the Suru. And then probably the Kobe just to put it in. We've already got a Kobe in trash. This might be nice in hand. I guess I'll give the brand new. Yeah, we'll give the brand new. Yeah, sure. And then 2 up for events, sure. So what are we going with this turn? It might just be enough Kuzan. I wish we had the Kuzan in the trash. There was no way for me to get rid of it. He doesn't have counter, sadly. Like, we can Sengoku. Sengoku's really nice here. Sengoku's really nice here. Let's attack the Bentham. If we attack with this... No, it doesn't quite add up, does it? Doesn't quite add up. I think another one of these does interest me. Getting Jack down's pretty good as well, though, right? You could go just limp swing with this, play the Jack. Because once we've got the Jack on the board, it makes our future life a little bit easier. So Linlin would then remove this. We don't have reduction to remove a Linlin. Choices, right? Choices. Yeah, if we had another one of those Surus, it'd be a bit easier. I think we want to develop another Kuzan here. I think we do. It's just, do we want to play the Kobe to remove this? I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. Yeah, I don't hate it. We'll do 6. Just don't want to see a trigger remove my Ripper or Kuzan here, really. That'd be tough. If he had one, he didn't use it. You'd love to see it. Let's go with this. Use the card action. I should have Kuzan first to get the knowledge on the card draw. We'll ditch the... Yeah, that's a blunder. That's a blunder. Ditch the Sanji, just get rid of this, and then we'll go another Kuzan. Yeah, okay, I wouldn't have ditched that anyway. Never mind. Yeah, I wouldn't have ditched the Shiki regardless, so that's fine. That is fine. He's going into his leader effect turn, but he's fairly low on cards. He's only got 2 life, and we've got double Zannies on the board. And a blocker, which is reasonable. He's not had the greatest ramp up, although he did still get the... He got the double ramp, but it was a turn delayed because the Zoroark got popped. And we were lucky with the Kobe draw. I didn't think he would have kept a hand with just a Kobe. Because how easy... Sorry, with just a Zoroark. Because of how easy it is for us to remove it. I thought he would have mollied for gear 2. But hey, well, it worked out, right? Even though I put one in the trash. Potentially a little griddly. If this is 9 for 9-man, we cannot allow this to go. So let's just block. Did he place on top? He placed on top, but then he God-threaded. Yeah, he didn't want to do... I'm guessing he had like a Katakuri, but didn't want to... Or a 9-man, but didn't want to do it with lots of Kuzans on the board. Well, we can just go with Sengoku this turn. This is very, very free. We can summon back Kuzan. So we'll go 6 with Kobe, 7 with Leader. This is a fairly free turn for us, which is lovely. You don't get many free turns against Blue-Purple Luffy. Let me tell you that. But I think he must have had just like a Big Mum and nothing else. and was very fearful of us having the Kuzan on the board, right? But now we've got another Kuzan on the board. Sengoku's such a good card. I love this guy. And now we've got a 7/7 blocker as well. And he can't remove this easily outside of his anti-red rock. So we got, what, 2 cards out of his hand there? 1 card, 1 life. Even better, right? Wow, he whiffs on his leader effect. Okay, this might be the rare dub against blue-purple Luffy, hey? Imagine whiffing on that. That feels real bad. That feels real bad. Must be a lot of big mums in there. Let me tell you that. Interesting. Like, imagine if we were on Tenzan and got to play it that turn. That would have been crazy. 6/4. Honestly, as much as we can block, do I really want this on the board? Do I want to risk him having, like, the Rush Luffy? I don't really care about that card. If that was into Kuzan, okay. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. Sanji Mihawk. Very nice. He's low on cards. So let's go 6 with Kuzan, bring down the Mihawk. We'll remove it with our Garp. And then we'll go from there. Do I want to attack with this? Maybe. 6 with this, bring down that. Very nice. I think I do want to attack with the Sengoku. We'll get like 7/8. The pressure's good. And he's going to remove this anyway. There's no way we defend it. No. Let's go 7. Ask him for a 2k, especially given that he whiffed on one of the searches. Cool, that works for me. Yeah, a little bit of a shame we can't do it. Like, if we had the second Kuzan, we could play out Jack instead, which would obviously be very strong. Let's go with this. Use the card action. Send back the event, a Suru and a Ripper. Don here. Get rid of this. And if we had another Ripper, it would have been beautiful, but we'll probably put him to 0 here, which is also pretty damn good, right? He's not going to remove this. He's probably not going to be able to remove this unless he swings more than 10, which I think is unlikely. He'll be able to remove the Kuzan, though. No problem at all. It is what it is. Gear 2, very nice. But it's tough, right? He's at 0 life. He kind of needs to heal. He does kind of need to heal. But whiffing the leader effect, sort of, there's got to be a Linden in there. There's got to be a Linden, right? You'd have to assume so, right? I imagine we might see him start with 6 into Kuzan, which I probably will defend, though. If he pivots to 9 to Sengoku, because we only have... If he pivots to 9 to Sengoku and then plays Big Mom, removes this, we are in a bit of a pickle. I think I'm going to let that go. We can't afford to get... We can't afford to have our Sengoku removed, I think. Yeah, exactly. We've got to save this. This is Big Mom every single time. He's going to remove our Kobe. Yeah. At least it's not Sanji Big Mom, right? At least it's not Sanji. Suru off the top would be beautiful. That's not quite good. That's not good at all. We just don't have the reduction to remove anything with this Garp. And that's one of the biggest issues for this deck. Is this Garp's really cool. So many things cost 8 and 9, so he's just not quite there. If this deck had a stage that helped, it would obviously be very, very good. But alas, what can you do? So we don't really have any choices here. We can start with 8 and then pivot to try and play the Sanji. We can play the Jack just to have him. It's not great though, is it? It's not great. 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 10. We've got like 10, 10, 11, but it's just never enough with Giant. If we can force him to Giant, though, that's pretty good. Let's go 9. Let's try a 9. Because forcing the Giant forces him below 10, so he doesn't get leader effect. Okay, gear and a card. Gear and a card. Maybe we can still kill him, actually. Yeah, he doesn't have any blockers. Now he doesn't have any dons. So yeah, 10 is guaranteed. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, this is guaranteed, actually. Yeah, I was just fearing Giant. You You always fear Giant. But yeah, this is guaranteed now. 10-12 is a math win. Unless this is some kind of crazy trigger. Oh no. Don't you dare have Giant. Don't you dare Giant into 2k, 1k after all this. Oh, thank God for that. Close, man. That Bulga trigger nearly got him there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, it's a win. It wasn't a clean win, but it was a win. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the games. Let me know, what do you think of the deck? What do you think of the list? A lot of those games were not ranked. I was playing ranked for like an hour and a half, and I matched only blue purple Luffy and the one buggy game that I talked about that I got tilted and cut the recording. So I did want to get more footage for the video than just blue purple Luffy. So we did play some non-ranked games, but I think most of those were pretty good games nonetheless. One card I sort of forgot to talk about at the start was Ripper. He's cool too. He's just a chump blocker. He's always live because our deck is navy, like pretty much completely. The card's good, especially in this format, right? Chump blockers are so good right now. But either way, I do think this deck's fun. I definitely wouldn't be taking it to a regional. If you want to play black, I'd probably just play Lucci. But if you're just a big fan of this deck or the navy package in general, definitely give this a go at your locals. You can definitely win with this. It's really not that bad. Either way, thank you for watching and hope you have a lovely rest of your day.